Look at Jackie's little head.
It's just peeking. Peeking out.
Okay, back to the spoon conversation.
Spoons are stupid.
Here's the thing though, disabled people often disable themselves more or think that their struggle is more important than anyone else's. Like, literally, when I was able-bodied, I had struggles that felt just as, like, severe as some of the shit we deal with. Mm-hmm. It's just it's all perspective.
Yeah. Well, and who's to say that, like, my struggle isn't as trying as their struggle? Like, who knows what goes on in their mind mentally? Like, my mental capacity for doing dishes may be different than someone else's mental capacity for doing dishes. So if that's their struggle, I can't judge it. Like, everyone's different, you know?
You can support people through their fucking struggle.
Oh, absolutely.
To, like, my struggle's worse than yours. Like, I hate, that's one thing I cannot stand is, like that pissing match. Yeah. It's like a disability pissing match in the disabled community where they're like, I have it worse than you. And it's like,
so, yeah, I just try to be like, well, this is what I experienced. If this works for you, maybe take the tip. Otherwise, like, let's just chat about solutions instead. There's no point in chatting about the problem.
And that's the thing, like, I want to start doing that thing where it's like when someone comes to you with a problem, you need to ask if they want advice or comfort or a solution. Because I don't, no offense, but if you're not coming to me to try and solve your problem, I honestly don't have time. I don't have time for it. I have my own problems, man. I have a lot of problems. You know the difference between me and other fucking people with disabilities is I just don't bitch about it all on the internet. I used to.
Well, and bitching about it doesn't make it go away either. What's the point? Yeah. What's the point of making it worse? And taking that energy to bitch and be upset and be negative when you can just push through it and be done.
So making yourself feel worse about the problem by amplifying it.
I had friends, I was still in the hospital, and I had friends that were like, dude, if I was in your position, I'd want to die. Like, I wouldn't even try.
I'd kill myself.
I'd kill myself. And I'm just like, really? Because that thought never once crossed my mind. I just thought, okay, how am I going to make this work?
It did cross my mind. I had a .22 rifle in the corner of my bedroom, and I looked at that thing a lot. And you know what I thought to myself? I'm going to end up either fucking myself up worse or fucking myself up worse.
Because we're not going to get lucky to just go out.
Yeah, there's no way. There's a purpose for this. And I knew there's a purpose for it. So I'm like, I just can't do it. Plus my parents just went through the pain of me almost dying anyways. And like me almost dying did a number on them. If I died, I couldn't do that to them.
Yeah.
No way, Jose.
And that's also okay. Like, it's okay for me to be like, man, let's pivot and move on. Like, I'm not saying that I didn't have negative thoughts. I wasn't depressed. I didn't hate life. Like, I hated life for a while. I guess, never contemplated on, like, ending it. But that's okay that you did. Like,
I still hate life some days.
We all hate life some days.
Don't gotta show up.
It's all you gotta do. You gotta show up on the days you don't want to. That's the whole point, you know? That's what's gonna get you through it. Don't show up when it's easy. Anyone can show up when it's easy. You gotta show up when it's fucking tough.
Sorry, my life is a mess. You gotta turn all those notifications off. I don't get too many notifications. And I literally just get...
You do need to turn.
That is the only app I get notifications from, is my transformation.
I do want to leave my Instagram one on, though, just because I'm trying to work on, like, my own personal engagement. But I don't know, can you filter out just comments only?
You don't have to turn the notifications on for that. You just need to set time in the day to do it.
Also fair. I can't even argue with that.
Turning off like social media notifications is the most powerful thing I ever did. Like, I literally only get notifications for phone calls, and it's glorious because when I have the time, I can check the messages, and then I'm not as likely to get sucked in. And I'm also doing this thing where I'm a lot more mindful. I'm like, is this adding value to where I want to be? Because these people are going to be here. If they're my true friends, they're going to be here when I have the time. Absolutely. But I'm sorry, at this moment, I do not have the time. I've really got a lot I've got to do. I have a lot that I'm trying to accomplish, and now I have very limited time to do that because I am working for someone else. Like, I have to be methodical with where I spend my time and how I spend my time.
So you feel less bad about like instant replies, and you're just more about consistent daily checks.
Right. I don't feel bad about it not replying instantly.
That's what I think I need to be more used to, because I'm used to, like with the work that I do, I'm used to being like, okay, get a message and respond.
No.
Get a message and respond.
Turn off those notifications. Right number, wrong time. That's what Eric Thomas says, and you kind of have been more right. I've got a lot to accomplish, but it just like, that's the thing, and that is the mentality that we've got to have to go to where we want to go. And if that's not the mentality that you want to have, then by all means, Wheel With Me is not the business to be with. Like, it's just not. And that's nothing against you, nothing against me. If I didn't have that mentality, it wouldn't be for me either. But this is like it's a foundational principle that I think it's another core value, is like, be mindful of how you spend your time, or be mindful of your time.
Oh, for sure.
That's definitely a core value. Hey Siri, text Jesse Strawham.
One moment.
Yes, ma'am.
You're so polite to say that.
Oh, she's a fucking cunt.
Which one? Stracham Assistant, Jesi Stracham, or
Yes.
What would you like to know about Jesi Assistant?
Text
Who do you want to send it to?
Strawham Assistant.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite
Oh.
catch that. Could you please say that again?
Stracham Assistant.
What would you like to know about Jesi Assistant?
Text
Who do you want to send it to?
Jesse Assistant.
What do you want to say?
Core value, be mindful of your time.
Your message to Jesi says core value be mine. Okay, it's sent.
That was a whole fucking debacle for no reason. So then that's why Siri's a fucking cunt.
Okay, Yesy.
Okay, yes.
Okay, Yesy.
Yes. That's when you see Jackson today. Yeah, Jackson. I'm gonna post this vlog on YouTube.
Hello,
Jackson, if you
Yesy.
watch this, Jackson, you're fine. But when you meet Jackson today, like, his personality is so fucking great. And his body's great. Like, he's just great. Jackson's a great human. But that's what he calls me. He, see, and now I know why. Because I'm like, oh, Jackson.
That's too cute.
Love him. That's our local loaf rep. And so he's sponsoring the veggie tray and salsa.
Nice. Oh, so I was telling Jake, because Jake's seen us post about the meetup and stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm sad that I can't make it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, don't be sad. We'll probably have a couple more this summer, you know, we can kind of coming up around that. He's like, have you guys thought about having one in Orlando? He's like, I'm sure my arcade business would sponsor a couple arcade games and things like that. So if you ever want to have like an Orlando meetup,
Yeah.
plus we throw it together.
Yeah. Got a bunch of us.
You dropped a couple C-bombs already.
Big brother's watching. I drop all the C-bombs, motherfucker. I'm crazy for no reason. Should I bleep myself or should I just let it roll? I'm Jesse motherfucking Strong. I wake up and say that shit.
You do. That's facts. We witnessed that the other day.
And Chris and Dolphin witnessed it too during so much Smash. I literally stand in the mirror and fucking superhero pose. I'm Jesse motherfucking Strawham.
Power stance. We learned that in our entry class.
I wonder, I hope less impressed, more involved. Matthew McConaughey says that.
So handsome.
I just like his voice. It's very soothing. That's not. Did you see that flag? Oh
No.
my god, it said "fuck Biden." Literally, word
Have
for
you not
word.
seen those? You've never seen the fuck Biden sign before?
No, I've never seen one just a fucking flying.
Dude, they're all over Wisconsin.
Oh,
They're all over Wisconsin.
that's great.
Oh yeah, and in Florida too. We have a bunch in Florida.
Here's the issue, like if that many people in America, like people didn't like Trump, but
he's disappointed in his own people. I
Right.
voted for him and I'm not happy with his actions, for sure.
who?
I voted for Biden and I'm not happy with his
Oh.
stuff at all. He led on a campaign that he's not holding through with at all, not even a little bit.
No, he lied. Straight up lied.
Yep. But honestly, I feel like all politicians do that. I don't like any of them. I think they're all pretty skeevy.
I definitely voted for Donald Trump both years.
It's okay, so does Jake.
Because he's a businessman.
And my stepdad.
He has no reason to be the president of the United States other than ego and to solve business problems. I'm here to let's make some fucking money. I want to make a lot of money. And that's what being free allows us to do. And if you want somebody in there that loves America, it doesn't matter who's in there. They're not going to be fucking perfect for all of us.
Oh no.
Never going to happen. But at least get somebody that loves this fucking country.
Right.
Isn't destroying it from the inside out.
Absolutely. I can
First,
see
get
that.
everybody to be against everybody. Check.
Yep. It's pretty much there.
Then, take down the borders. Let everybody in. Disperse them in every major city, losing track of who they are so that they are just there, and give them the right to vote. Check. Then, let's sabotage all of our relationships with our international partners. That sounds like a fucking great idea. Let's do that. Check. Alright, now it's time we finally, let's just pull the fuck out of Afghanistan. You know, not even gradual. Let's
real quick.
just get the fuck out. And
leave
you know
people
what?
behind.
Not only people, let's leave all of our military equipment for the Afghans and Chinese to cahoots on to really take an in-depth look of how it's built and the technologies of it.
Find out all of our little secrets.
So that way, because Canada's letting China test and do different things in their country, the Chinese military. So let's go ahead and give them our military equipment so they can go ahead and, come at us with our own technology. Check.
Just a disaster.
It's a fucking shit show. I'm not saying Trump's presidency wasn't fucking fruits and berries,
Sunshine
but he
and rainbows for
also his entire presidency, he had to fight back with the media. He was against the media. Where Biden's in here truly fucking shit up.
Kissing ass to the media.
Doesn't have that same problem.
No.
And that's the thing. People need to see the bigger picture of it. It's the lesser of two evils in reality. Because
absolutely.
I really hope Trump doesn't run in 2024. I hope we get someone the fuck else. But at the same time, anything's better than what we currently have, because this is all just a shit. It's been a shit show. I just wish that people saw through the campaign, because the campaign was, it was well orchestrated for what's happening now.
Sucked me right in the middle of a pandemic, I won't lie.
Perfect storm.
Played by it. Played like a fool.
Like a fiddle. Like Phil Bowman on the strings. Yo, there's this TikTok guy. I want to get in on this, because there's this TikTok guy. His name is Phil Bowman, and this man plays the fiddle over any kind of music, any kind, rap, country. He plays "Deviling Down Georgia." He was looking for a soul to steal.
The one that you played today was really nice.
Oh, that's "Sleeping on the Blacktop" by Colton. Cold something. It's so good. No. I love that. It's outlaw country is what it's called, but it's it's really good. It's really good shit.